and happy Sunday, everybody. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. And the camera decided to update its firmware and reattach to Facebook 3 minutes before the chat started. But anyway, well, and happy Sunday, everybody. It is Sunday, June the 27th, and this is our last Sunday in June. It is going to be July here before we know it. But hello and welcome, everybody. If you are brand new, please let us know because we would love to say hi and hello. Hopefully comments are going to be working tonight. So welcome everybody. I hope all the dads had a great Father's Day last week. Hello, Cynthia. And yes, I see Mary is here and Darlene is here. Hello, John from home base. John is simultaneously, I think, watching us live and watching a live YouTube video. His first live YouTube that he's ever watched, and tried to comment on. Hello, Rita. Hello, Carol Lou. Hello, Bernice. Hello, Stacy. And hello, Betty Ann. But I think he's trying to do both. So I'm really anxious to see how he does attending the live YouTube. Hello, Marianne from Pennsylvania. And hopefully he'll be paying attention to us. I'm just kidding. What he wants to watch on YouTube is way more interesting to him than what I'm going to be talking about, because he can listen to me talk all the time. Hello, Sandra from Demons Ferry. Hello, Elaine. Hi, Lynn. It is good to see you. Hello, Vicki from rainy St. Louis. Are you sending it this way? Because we are super dry. Super dry. Yeah, like the farmer. We have a farmer in our Sunday school class. He's a... What is he? He's a cow farmer. I don't know. He's a cattle farmer. But he was complaining about how dry it is. So it must be super, super dry. More dry than I realized. And oops, I missed somebody. Hello, Mary from Pittsburgh. Hello, Vicki. And oh, sure, yeah. John said he's doing both of them because he's a computer genius. Not true. Yeah, not true at all. Hello, Linda from Rock Island, Illinois. Hello, Trish. It's good to see you. And hello, Marlene from Florida. Hello, Loretta from Virginia. Good to see you too. And Carol Lou is also from Pittsburgh. So some of you all can connect tonight. You can find each other. Hello, Loretta from Virginia. And again, in case I didn't say it out loud, and hello, Vicki from Oak Park, Michigan. In case I didn't say it out loud, hello, Tag. If you are brand new, let us know. Just shout out. Just say, hey, I'm new. It's my first time here, because we would love to welcome you. And hello, Sandy from Northeastern Kansas. We would love to welcome you. This is a friendly bunch. It is a friendly and kind bunch. So only kind words here. Aloha, Kathy. It is good to see you. Yeah, only kind words. And Vicki is hilarious. Vicki says, my hair looks great tonight. Vicki, this way. Vicki, this is the, oh my gosh, it's so humid. I can't do anything with it. Literally can't do anything with it hair, but thank you. And hello, Gail. I think I missed Gail. Yep, there's Gail. Hello. And hello, Melissa from Houston. Hello, Jean. It's good to see you. And oh, and thank you, Carol Lou. Alyssa and I purchased this at Kroger. So we have become avid Kroger clothing shoppers. And Patricia is new. So everybody welcome Patricia. It's just Patricia. No funny spelling, so I don't even have to spell it for you. But everybody tell Patricia hello. It is nice to meet you. We are so glad you were here. Hello, another Sandy. I think we're up to 3 Sandys already. Hello, Roberta. Good to see you. Hello, Alicia. It is nice to see you as well. So today is, again, Sunday, June the 27th. Hello, Sandra from Naperville, Illinois. Uh-oh, another Pittsburgh. Marianne's from Pittsburgh, too. So, yeah, we're going to have a little Pittsburgh meeting here. I don't know. Are y'all close enough? I don't know how big Pittsburgh is. So, I don't know if y'all are close enough that you could possibly, have a meetup or something. But today is June the 27th. We are almost out of June. We're getting ready to go into July. It is sweltering hot here in Knoxville. So, hello, Sylvia. Is baseball season done? Just about to wrap up? I don't even know. I have no idea how long that season lasts. But for everyone who heard me complaining about how cold it was, I am no longer complaining about the cold. Now I'm complaining about the heat, because at least I can put on more clothes. But there's only so far that you can strip down when it's this hot, and the bigger issue is steamy outside. But anyway, hello, Myrna. Good to see you. So was anybody at the 2:30 Zoom meeting today? So, and hello, Sandy from Naperville, Illinois. And I think I already said hi to you. Hello, Carol from Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Yep, good. Thank you all for welcoming Patricia. But was anybody, and hello, Mary from South Hills, Pittsburgh. So Mary's saying South Hills, Pittsburgh. So is that, I don't know, is that far? It's like a suburb of Pittsburgh, I guess. And hello, Lisa. Was anybody at the 2:30 Zoom meeting today? Because I totally missed it. Totally missed it. And Vicki likes to buy clothes at non-clothing stores too. Hilarious, yeah. Oh, never mind. Alicia said it was 102 in Idaho today. You win. Okay, and Lynn was there at the 2:30. Okay, so sorry to everyone who was at the 2:30 Zoom meeting for here in Knoxville, and Roberta was there too. I didn't make it. So I was interviewing Casey's potential replacement. So if you all don't know, and hello, Roberta from Imperial, Missouri. So in case you all didn't know it, Casey is going on maternity leave at some point in October. And hello, Linda. At some point in October, she's going on maternity leave. And if you all have been around for any length of time, you know that Casey's got big shoes to fill while she is gone. Oh no, okay, and Trish is going to hop on for a second. So Trish, I was going to ask how your friend was. So Trish has got a friend that she's been helping to take care of. So I hope you're safe, and we can check back in with you later. And Myrna was also at the 2:30. And hello, Karen from East Tennessee. I'm also in East Tennessee. But anyway, if you all have been around for any length of time, you know that, hello, Mary, that Casey has some big shoes to fill here at Casey Kitchen Center. And she's going on maternity leave at some point in October. Well, because she does everything, literally everything. And she's been doing it since she was, I don't know, 6 weeks old or something. It's going to take us a little while to train whoever is going to come in to be her temporary replacement while she's out. So John and I were interviewing this potential candidate, and we got so engrossed in the interview because, I mean, that's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that they're going to have to cover. We got so engrossed in the interview that the interview wrapped up, and John looked at his watch and went, "Oh no, you missed your 2:30." And of course, the person that we were interviewing was like, "Oh no, it's after 3. Are you late?" And I was like, "Well, it's done now, so so never mind." But anyway, I think she's a good candidate. So sorry I was not there. And if you all were there for the 2:30 in Knoxville, I missed you. I did miss you because I was thinking about you from 2:30 to 3 while I was asking strange questions to this person. But if you still need a Zoom meeting to go to, so if you still need a Zoom workshop to go to, there are several of us who are still attending Gwen's workshop. And if you go to Connect and search Knoxville, if you just search Knoxville, it's going to come up West Knoxville, and you can visit with one of those. And the one that I usually attend when I'm not interviewing people is on Sundays at 2:30. So that is the only chance that we have every week where we actually get to see each other, and it's not just a one-sided conversation. Oh, and hold on, we have somebody new. We have Marlene from Michigan, and Marlene's name is spelled Marline. So Marlene from Michigan is new. Everybody, welcome Marlene. It is so good to see you. Yeah, and Rita says they stopped all of her locals' names. So here's what's going on. This is the news that I have as of right now for Knoxville girls, and if you've been attending the Knoxville Zoom meetings, even if you're not in Knoxville, if you've been attending the Knoxville Zoom meetings, as of right now, Sunday is still intact because they have not opened up Sunday meetings for her. So the list of meetings, and I'm not going to go over all of them because I've been telling you all what the Knoxville meetings are now for like 3 weeks. And as far as I know, this week it did not change. So you can go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, or you can go to the notes from this for the last 3 weeks, and it will be on again this week. And hello, Alicia. You can go back and read, all of those, and it'll have them listed. So if you are in Knoxville, if you're in Knoxville, Fountain City, Powell, West Knoxville, High School, Maryville, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, places like that, you can go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, or you can go to our prior chats on Facebook, and you can see all of that written out. So you can see what those meetings entail. If you need to find your own wellness check-in, you can log into WW, and you can go to Connect. And hello, Loretta. You can go to WW and go to Connect, and you can hunt for one that's in your area. A lot of the local Zoom meetings, are going away as workshops open up. If you can't find one, Mindy over in our group gave a really good list of who her favorite coaches were, who her favorite online coaches were. So if you're having trouble finding one, if you're in our If You Have an Egg Facebook group, now this is the If You Have an Egg page, so this is a public page. Our If You Have an Egg Facebook group is a closed group, so if you are not already in it, you will have to go there. You will have to request to join, and then you have to answer the 3 questions so that I know that you're an actual human being, so that I know that you're for real, and then I will let you on in the group. But you can go there and look at Mindy's list, and hello Kathy, it's good to see you. So you can see Mindy's list of her favorite online coaches, so her favorite coaches through Connect. Or we do this every Sunday night. So we rarely ever miss, a Sunday. I'm not going to say that I never miss a Sunday, but we rarely ever miss a Sunday. If you ever need to go back and watch these on demand, so like if you're new, so to our new people, Patricia and Marlene, if you need to go back and watch these, I know, Rita, it's so sad. It's so sad when they close. But if you need to go back and watch any of these, because we have I don't know. This is chat number 200 and something. Hold on. I've got it written down. This is chat number 229. So we have at least 229 chats, and thank you, Carol Lou, for posting the link to the closed group. Remember, you have to answer the 3 questions to get let in. But we have 229 chats that are numbered. So I don't know how many there are that are not numbered, but it's over 300. And some of them are just recipes, some of them are taste tests on food, you know, like trying out some things. But new girls, if you need to go back and watch any of those are on YouTube. It's just youtube.com and just search If You Have an Egg. Or if you go to ifyouhaveanegg.com, you can find a lot of them, and you can find a lot of them written out. Okay, so this month, we're still talking about embracing change. So who embraced the change this year of sitting your bottom in a chair? Because I know some more workshops are opening up. So I know some of you are sitting in green chairs, some of you are sitting in cream colored chairs. But if you sat your bottom in a chair this week at an actual physical workshop, give me a thumbs up. So that's a change for some of us from last year. So that's embracing a change. And yep, Linda's is a green chair. So a thumbs up for sitting your bottom in a chair. Or you could also do a thumbs up if you attended a Zoom workshop this last week. So thumbs ups for those. I'm seeing lots of thumbs ups and hearts. And if you attended here with us live last week, because we were still here, even though Gwen was not there for the Zoom meeting last week, we were still here live last week. If you attended with us live, or if you watched on demand, give me some hearts. I was getting excited, starting to give you your Bravo stickers early. But here are some hearts. Wait, and Trish says her friend was so happy to have her WLS sisters all together again. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm happy and sad at the same time, Trish. But let's see some hearts if you attended here with us live last week, or if you watched on demand. So that's still lots of them. Yeah. So Alicia was both. Marianne was in a green chair. I got to figure out what's going on with all the green chairs. Never really thought about it before. Oh, and Taig's meeting resumed full enrollment, and you still have to make reservations. Yeah, Rita did both. So my Tuesday night meeting that Karen and I were going to, still not in yet. And Kathy says they are opening up in August, and they were told last year that closure was permanent. Ooh, what? Wait, what? So you are or you are not? Oh, they were supposed to open up in August, but then they were told that it's not going to. Oh, man. Okay, so people who have lost your workshop, though, don't forget, we'll still be here every Sunday night. And John is trying to help me get some people in place here at Casey Kitchen Center, like the person that we interviewed today. So sorry that I wasn't at the Zoom meeting, but thank you, John. Oh, Linda says that official studios have green chairs. That's interesting. That is interesting, because we all meet at churches here. Well, except for down at Cedar Bluff. So I'm going to have to go check out at Cedar Bluff to see if they have green chairs, because now you got me curious. But anyway, John is trying to help me find some help so that I am not tied to Casey Kitchen Center 15 hours a day. Because if we can work it out eventually, and I'm not saying anytime soon, so don't get excited, I would like to start having our own Zoom meeting so that we could interact with each other, because I love seeing your shining faces. Okay, so everybody who attended a live workshop, attended a Zoom workshop, or with us, here are your Bravo stickers. And new girls, we give out virtual Bravo stickers. So and that's interesting. Loretta says in Virginia they're changing to hotels. That's interesting. I guess a hotel would already be set up to take people and sanitize and everything. So that's very interesting. But new girls, we give out Bravo stickers. So we give out virtual Bravo stickers. If you want to download those and print them out, you can print them on paper, or you can print them on sticker paper. You can go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and go to the shopping section. And yeah, Sylvia, but you'd have to take me to the ballpark. So we'd have to watch you while you're watching softball. But anyway, so you can go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and go to the shopping section, and you can download those Bravo stickers. We also do homework every week, new girls, and we'll talk about that here in just a few minutes. And you get virtual Bravo stickers for those too. So we're just like Bravo sticker queens. Okay, they're all virtual, but we are the Bravo sticker queens. Okay, so last week was chat number 228, and it was titled "Are You in a Food Rut?" Some of you all had lots and lots and lots of fun. Some of you all had lots, like maybe too much fun with the "Are you in a food rut?" Okay, so some of y'all went crazy with what you were making. But last week that we learned that even if you're not on a weight loss plan, if you are eating the same things over and over and over and over and over again, just over and over again. Or if you are limiting yourself to so much of this and so much of that, whatever, you might be in a food rut. So if you remember last week, we were talking about Gwen's, my leader Gwen, her favorite leader used to say, if you spend all of your time, or if you put yourself in a little food prison, so if you pack yourself into this little bitty food prison, you spend all of your time planning what you're going to eat when you bust out. So it's, it's the truth. It's the truth. So don't limit yourself to, to those kinds of things. So some of the easy ideas that we talked about from last week, one of the great ones was seasonal fruit. We are going to talk about some seasonal fruit in the second half of tonight's chat. So if you are new and you've never been with us, the first half is always classroom. We try to follow whatever the WW program was for the week. You should always be able to go back to WW and see, download the weekly, or you can't download it anymore, but you can print the weekly. You can go back and see what the topic was for the week before. So we try to stick to that for the first 30 minutes, and then the second 30 minutes is usually something fun, making something, trying something. The second half of tonight's chat, we are going to be playing with a very seasonal fruit, and I kind of gave y'all like a giant clue this morning. But seasonal fruit. So that's a great one to get yourself out of a food rut, because it's only available at certain times of the year. Get it when it's at its peak, at the height, of its best tasting, and I don't know, like blackberries are awesome, but when they're at the peak, they're huge and juicy and they're just amazing. So try some of those seasonal fruits, and plus that way, you have something to look forward to, because at certain times of the year what's coming up, and so it gives you a little bit something different to look forward to. It doesn't mean you have to stop eating bananas and grapes, but try something a little bit different. Some of y'all switch chefs. Some of y'all let somebody different cook something this week. And a lot of y'all tried new spices. So some of y'all tried some new combinations. So that's what you all were supposed to do this week for your homework. So your homework this week was rut rescue. So it was, trying to rescue yourself out of that rut. So it was RESCUE, rut rescue. And so you're supposed to change one thing this week, try a new recipe, try a different combination, let somebody else cook something, and just get yourself, oh yeah, Mary bought cherries today. Awesome. I have not gotten any cherries yet. But just try, do something that you haven't done before. So let's see how everybody did. Carol Lou rescued her breakfast snack this week from being in a rut by adding, hello Sherry in Florida, good to see you, by adding puffed kamut cereal. Am I saying that correctly? Is it kamut? Kamut? I don't know how to say it. Kamut? I'm hoping it's kamut, because that's what I've been calling it for a couple of days. But she added puffed kamut cereal to her non-fat plain Greek yogurt and strawberries this week. I don't think I've ever had kamut, however you say it, cereal, but now I'm on the hunt. Now I want to find it, because it looked great and it looked fun. It looked like there's some sugary sweet kid cereal that it looked just like. So anyway, it looked super fun. So I'm on the hunt for that now. Sandra keeps from getting in a rut by creating a simple, fast, and yummy breakfast roll up. So what she did this week is she scrambled some eggs, and then she took a tortilla, warmed it up a little bit, and she spread some just one wedge of Laughing Cow cheese on it, and it spreads easier if it's warmed up a little bit. Ooh, and Roberta tried yellow watermelon. That sounds yummy. I love watermelon. So yellow watermelon is on my list. But she spread some Laughing Cow cheese on it, added the scrambled eggs, sprinkled on just a little bit of real bacon bits, and rolled it up, and ta-da! She had something that okay, so Carol Lou can't pronounce kamut either, but it tastes like puffed rice. That's awesome. I'm going to be watching for it. But yeah, so Sandra just rolled it up, and she had a great meal. She could walk around with it if she needed to. You could technically, I wouldn't encourage you to eat and drive at the same time, but you could, because it seemed simple and it seemed not messy. So that was a good one, Sandra. And then Jean went crazy. She went crazy this last week. Okay, she went all out. So she had so many things, I'm going to have to read them. She had meal one was French onion baked chicken with leafy veggies sauteed. So it's like sauteed leafy veggies. Then the next night, she added a third of a baked potato, then took all the juices, the lovely juices from the sauteed veggies and things, and added them to that. Then for meal two, so she had two meals, and she froze two of them. And then meal two was a Weight Watchers steak with shallot and blue cheese sauce made with wine, sauteed veggies from meal one, and a white bean salad with cucumbers, red onion, and tomato. Then the next day for lunch, she added tuna to it and a half of a baked potato. Wow! how much time did you spend in the kitchen, Jean? That sounds fantastic. And I want to see a picture. I want to see a picture of the white bean salad with the cucumbers, red onion, and tomato, because that sounds fantastic. So you all killed it this week. I mean, you really did kill it this week. Nobody was in a rut, I don't think, because all of your meals look fantastic, and I loved hearing about them. So here are Bravo stickers for everyone who did their homework this week. Good job. It sounds like y'all got yourself out of a rut, and you got me out of a rut too, because now I want to try all of them. Okay, this week is titled Create a Bedroom Oasis. So before anybody panics, I have not switched topics. I have not started doing a boudoir blog. So calm down. This is still WW, but we're going to talk about creating a bedroom oasis today, because if you've been around any length of time, so I've been doing WW for 25 years, and the only time I've ever missed is this last year due to COVID. That's the only time that I've ever missed any time, to speak of, more than, a week or two, or, just a couple of weeks. So, so we're going to create a bedroom oasis. That is a very hot topic. Sleeping and sleeping well is a very hot topic for WW. We talk about it at least once a year. If I go back and look through all of my old weeklies and all of the old, topics and, meeting topics and things, when we used to go in and just get a little piece of paper, or Gwen used to write it up on one of the flip charts that John loves so much. But back when we, if I go back through all of those, sleep is a topic over and over and over and over and over again. Sleep is proven to obviously calm you down, rest. You digest things better. I mean, there's a million reasons to try and get a better night's sleep. But there are some things that you can do in your bedroom to help promote that. Now, I know some of you have actual sleep issues. I have actual staying awake issues, but some of you have actual sleep issues. You've got insomnia, you've got, you snore, you've got sleep apnea. So some of you have some actual issues that, even though this is not going to cure those issues, it might help just a smidge. So I would like for you to try them, even if you don't think it's going to cure it. So sleeping alone with blackout curtains, swaying in a hammock, surrounded by the soothing sounds and smells of ocean waves, just isn't realistic for most of us. I'm not going to get a chance to do that anytime soon, and sure not going to get a chance to do that every single night. Plus, it's not perfect sleeping conditions for all of us either. Believe it or not, that is not the perfect and ideal sleeping conditions for all of us either. So I actually sleep my best, like last night. And yeah, Carol is exactly right. Menopause and night sweats. So we'll talk a little tiny bit about that. So last night, fabulous amount of sleep. And we were in a toasty camper with the windows unzipped, with cricket noises, and the cicadas finally are in Casey's yard. I mean, the cicadas have been all over East Tennessee for however long now. They're finally in Casey's yard. So we've got noise, we've got the Edison lights were hanging outside, so all of this stuff. But I sleep best with Alyssa's arm thrown across me and a cockapoo between my legs. So alone is off my list. So the first statement of being alone, that's off my list. I don't sleep well alone. And even though John's usually there, when we're in the camper, he's in the other end, because I have a 3-year-old and a dog on me. We live in the center of a 5-story loft apartment building, but I still can't get a total blackout, because the windows in our loft are 16 feet tall. So the outdoor windows are 16 feet tall, and they face the city. So they face downtown Knoxville. There are exit lights in there, and then we have our alarm system that's also lighted. So I can't get a total blackout in there. So that's not really an option for me. And while I love the smell of the ocean and the sound of the waves, our leader Gwen gets anxious. Like just talking about ocean waves, you can tell she's like, eeks. For some reason, she doesn't like that. She's the only person I've ever met who does not like the sound of the ocean, but that would give her anxiety. So that's off of her list. So we're not all going to be comforted by the same things. So what do you do to have the perfect bedroom oasis? So a couple of things. The darkness. Not everybody can sleep in a totally dark room, but try to turn off all the blue lights. So computer, iPad, phone, even a tablet, even a reading tablet, even one that has the sleep thing where it's going to help you try and sleep. Try to turn all that off. And if you're and if you like a little more dark than your partner does, try a comfortable eye mask, and maybe spritz a little bit of lavender on there just for an extra little bit of relaxation. quiet. Do you fall asleep? I know people who fall asleep easier if they have the TV. Oh, Linda doesn't like the sound of the ocean either. That's so, I don't know, that's so weird to me. It's just so foreign to me. But see, I don't mind the sound of traffic, or obviously cicadas, and some people can't stand that sound. Not that those two things go together, but some people fall asleep easier with the radio or the TV on. If you're one of those people, try to set a timer. So try to set a timer so that the TV or radio goes off at a certain time. Even though it might help you fall asleep, it is proven not to help you have a restful sleep and could wake you up. Smells, you're going to think I'm crazy. You are going to think I'm absolutely insane, but I love the smell of Vicks Vapor Rub. I love it. I don't know why. So if I don't know, it's just, I don't know, it's cooling or refreshing or something to me. But if I'm having trouble sleeping, or if I get up and I'm hot and I'm having trouble going back to sleep, I will just rub just a tiny bit underneath my nose. And then it's like lights out. I'm right back asleep again. Or diffusing some lavender, or some other kind of, okay, I touched my nose and I'm going to make it itch. Anyway, or diffusing lavender or some kind of other, calming essential oils. That's a great one. That is a great one. A temperature check. So they say, whoever they say that 60 to 67 is the ideal temperature to sleep at. Okay, John would either have to move out, or, and Heidi likes the smell of Vicks too, John would either have to move out, or he would have to wear every piece of clothing that he has, because he would never make it if I had the temperature turn down to 60 to 67. I'd like it, but he wouldn't. So we negotiate, and we keep ours at like 69 or 70, and then he still wears a toboggan and sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt. Yeah, because he's freezing all the time. But really, if you can keep it a little bit cooler, that is proven to help you sleep better. A pillow fight. Don't really fight with your pillows, but if you find yourself tossing and turning and tossing and turning and tossing and turning, you might not have the right kind of pillow, because they're made for back sleepers, side sleepers, stomach deep sleepers, so maybe check that out. And then also decorate for success. So that sounds weird. You're thinking, why? What does that have to do with anything? But if you have to take 67 pillows off the bed before you get in, and then when you lay down, if you're staring at a picture of your mother-in-law on the nightstand, yeah, that might not be the best, calming thing. What? John said, hey, what about about having to wear the clothes? Hey, I don't put it to 60 to 67, so calm down there, buddy. But yeah, that might not be the best thing, before you go to sleep. So your homework for this week is Bedroom Oasis. And it's just Bedroom Oasis, hashtag Bedroom Oasis. And you're going to change one thing about your bedroom, and then you're going to see if it helps you fall asleep or stay asleep. And then I want you to, Anteg says, she's telling your secrets. I don't think it's a secret. He freezes to death. But anyway, so change one thing about your bedroom, and then decide if it helped you fall asleep faster, or if you think it helped you stay asleep, and then share that as your homework. So you can tag me on Instagram, Facebook, on the blog, IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, on YouTube, you can comment anywhere, but let us know so you can get your next cool badge. So it's Bedroom Oasis, and that is your homework for next week. Okay, so we are just about right at the 8:30 mark. Whew. So I'm going to take a breath. And Sandra says she gets up every 2 hours to pee. So Sandra, all I can tell you is, if I stop and see, and now the other Sandra says it's time to drink water, while the first Sandra is saying she has to get up to pee every 2 hours. So the only thing I can tell you is you're going to have to back up when you stop drinking water to a little bit earlier, like kind of practice with it. And maybe that's what your homework's going to be. Maybe if you stop drinking water at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, maybe if you back it up to like 7, and then see how that works. And that could be your homework. Yeah, and Rita's exactly right. It's easier to get warm than it is trying to cool down. So John is going to disagree with you. He is going to disagree with you. Because he's like, I can't put on enough clothes. And sometimes he has to sleep with thermal underwear on because I keep it so cold. Okay, so new people, we're at the halfway point. And at the halfway point, everybody is going to get some water. So we're all going to take a sip of water. And Take says that she's up all night peeing too. And if it's not her, it's the dogs. So John we have to, if we do not take Dusty out one more time before we go to bed, and I don't care if we go to bed at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, midnight, I don't care what time it is, if we do not take Dusty out one more time, he will have to get up to go to the bathroom. So if you take him out first, then he can make it for like 12 hours. If we don't take him out, he can make it like 7 hours. Explain that to me. What difference does it make? Why would he be able to go 12 hours? But anyway, okay, so everybody get a sip of water. Hello, Barbara, good to see you. Okay, and I'm going to put on my apron because we are going to make a couple of things, and one of them I definitely do not want to splatter on my new shirt. So in the first half of chat number, what number was it? 228, I believe. 229. So the first half of 229, and Sean says, me too, but I'm an old man, so it happens. That's exactly right. He is an old man. So in the first half of chat number 229, and today is June the 27th. Yeah. Thank you, Rita. So in case you are just tuning in with us or you are watching this later on YouTube, and Casey does split these up. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, you can watch the whole hour as one chat, or she splits it up so that the second half is in its own video. And you'll always know it's the second half video because I have the apron on, or I should have the apron on in the later ones anyway. But so in the first half, we were talking about seasonal fruit. We were talking about spicing up your meals, or talking about getting out of a rut, like a rut rescue, by choosing some seasonal fruit. So I'm going to show you my current favorite seasonal fruit. Now, I got to tell you, summertime is my favorite time for fruit. I love watermelon. Cherries. Y'all have just reminded me that cherries are back in. I'm super excited about that. I love so many of the seasonal fruits, but right now everybody in East Tennessee is competing with peaches. So right now everybody's got peaches. So Farmers Market has peaches. The market that's down here on Sutherland has peaches. Food City across the street. I mean, everybody has peaches right now. So the only thing I regret from today is that I did not have time to go I didn't have time to go to Trader Joe's, and that's the only place I know of in Knoxville, with the exception of maybe Publix, that has the Jupiter peaches. So who has seen, and I don't have any here to show you, sorry, but who has seen the Jupiter peaches? So they actually look like a little squished, version of a peach. They're about this big. They are awesome. And yes, I love blackberries too, Mary. But they are awesome. So we're in Tennessee. I'm in East Tennessee. I'm in Knoxville. And around here, people either eat South Carolina peaches or Georgia peaches. Okay. Those are the two kind of peaches we eat. I did find some New York peaches today. So I'm going to see how the New York peaches taste compared to the Georgia and to the South Carolina. But around these parts, you eat South Carolina peaches or Georgia peaches. So I'm going to see a show of hands. If you have experienced, and we're just going to talk about Georgia and South Carolina today because this is where I'm from. So if you prefer Georgia peaches, give me a thumbs up. If you are a South Carolina peach person, let me see some hearts. And yes, Myrna, they're exactly like donut peaches. So sometimes they're called donut peaches, sometimes they're called Jupiter peaches, but yeah, they're exactly the same thing. So far Georgia's winning. So I only did Georgia first. Hello, Marlene. I only did Georgia first because alphabetically. So Georgia peaches are thumbs ups. South Carolina peaches are hearts. Or if you don't know how to do the little things at the bottom, you can just do the emoji. So Georgia peaches are winning, like by a landslide. And Carol Lou says in Pennsylvania they eat Ohio peaches. Oh, and Marlene's got a box of Georgia peaches coming. Marlene, okay, hold on. Marlene, is it the peach truck? Is the peach truck coming? Because I'm dying to find that thing. And I know they come here, but I'm dying to find them. And Cynthia just got her Georgia peaches today. Okay, so Georgia peaches, South Carolina peaches. I did get some California. I got 2 California peaches today just so that I could see how they were. But this is a South Carolina peach. So this one is a South Carolina peach. And I do want to say that the redness of the peach has nothing to do with how ripe it is. This just means that this side of this peach got more sun. So when you get ready to choose them, Marlene, it's the peach truck. Let me know how you like it because I'm dying to find them. I haven't ordered any and I'm dying to find them. I hope I haven't missed it. But anyway, so the redness on this side, versus any other peach, that does not have anything to do with how ripe they are. Ooh, and Kim has the peach truck there too. Awesome. It has to do with how much sun it got. So the way that you pick a ripe peach, gently squeeze it. Don't squeeze it hard, or if you've ever done that, you know that the next day you're going to have a big thumbprint where you just squeezed it. If it's starting to get a little wrinkly around the top, just barely wrinkly around the top, then it's getting ripe. The best way to tell with a peach, though, is the easiest way. Smell it, and if it smells like a peach, then it's a peach. And did you all know that, is it nectarines? I think I found out today that those are peaches without fuzz. Okay, so I also need to know who eats the fuzz. I eat the skin and all. I don't peel them unless it's a super fuzzy peach, which I have not seen lately. I don't peel them. So this is a South Carolina peach, and then this one is a Georgia peach. So they're not a huge amount different. The Georgia peaches have little nubs on the bottom. Yeah, it's nectarines. Okay, yeah, Vicky, it is nectarines. Again, this one does not necessarily mean that it's any more ripe. It just means that this has been out in the sun. But so this is a Georgia peach. This one's a South Carolina peach. This one's a Georgia peach. And if you ever go to Georgia, they have little peach statues, everywhere, and they all have that little kind of nipple on the bottom. So I guess that is indicative of a Georgia peach, I guess. Okay, and then this is the California peach, and it's pretty big. So that one's pretty big. So we've got South Carolina, Georgia, and California. Now, what I didn't do was attempt to get any that were freestone. So I did not attempt to get any, and sorry, the peaches have attracted a fruit fly. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, and Lynn says it's a cross between a peach and a plum. It's been cross-pollinated. That is so fun. I did not try to get any freestone peaches. So freestone just means that the pit or the stone in the middle is going to freely come out. So I did not attempt to get any freestone peaches. I just bought what we had at the market today. So South Carolina peach is going to cut pretty easily. And then you're going to twist it to get it off of the peach. You can see these are not freestone, so the pit is still going to be in there. I usually just cut around the pit. So some people will try to cut around like this and get the pit out. I don't. I just turn it over and start slicing it so that I can, so I can get to it. Okay, so this one was a South Carolina peach. And as I suspected it would be, it's extremely juicy, extremely juicy. I think the peel is fine to eat. It's not too fuzzy. This one is a Georgia peach. And I better talk fast because we're talking about 4 things and making 3 things tonight. So this one is the Georgia peach. Oh, and you got to cut all the way through to get it to do that. Okay. Come loose. So we're going to twist it. See how nicely, that is one thing I will say, the Georgia peach, the pit is perfect in there. The South Carolina peach, the pits kind of fell apart because this is about the 4th one that I've tried, that I've cut open. So the Georgia peaches, the pit was a nicer pit that stayed in there. Let's try it. So also very flavorful. So the Georgia peach is probably a little bit more flavorful, but it's not as juicy. So the South Carolina peach was more juicy. The South Carolina peach is what I would use if I was going to make like we're going to make something with a South Carolina peach here in just a few minutes. But if you weren't worried about it holding together or being as firm, then I would use the South Carolina peach. The Georgia peach was a little bit more firm. So one of the things that I love making during peach season, and we are not making one tonight because we have 3 other things to make, but if you have not seen my air fryer peach cobbler, Super simple to make. Trust me, I have enough peaches over here now. We will be making that. Okay, this New York peach does not want to be, it does not want to be twisted like it's an angry peach. So sorry, if we have anybody here from New York, it was an angry peach. It does not want to be twisted. So hello, Orlando Debbie. So the Georgia peach and the South Carolina peach they behaved very well and came right apart. The New York peach did not want that. It is also a more orange flesh. It seems softer. Let me see how it tastes. Yeah, it's okay. I'm just going to say it's okay. Okay, I won't be buying any more New York peaches, and it's okay. Sorry, New York people. It was just okay. The Georgia peach and the South Carolina peach are on sale for 99 cents a pound right now this week in Knoxville. The New York peach, $2.99 a pound. Totally not worth $2 more a pound. Okay, so the 3 things that we're going to make quickly, because I'm going to talk us out of time. One of them I've already put together. This is a peach overnight oats, and the peach overnight oats I went ahead and pre-made because I knew it was going to take us a few minutes for the other 2 things. So this is a third of a cup of old-fashioned oats, and remember to make the overnight oats. If you go back, well, I'm just going to tell you, Tag, it was not that great. It was just okay. So Tag says the peaches from New York are just beginning to get to market. It can probably stay at market. It was 3 times the price and not as good. But anyway, okay. New York. It said it was from New York, not California. New York. Yep, it was a New York peach. Okay. And Betty Ann, okay, so I have them out of the refrigerator. After you cut them, you do have to put them in the refrigerator. So get them, use them fast. So that was actually a great question. So when you get them, they're going to ripen pretty quickly. Like I'll try to only buy a handful of peaches at a time unless I'm making a lot or I'm going to be freezing them. So some of these will get frozen because they get ripe fast once you get them back. But do not put them in the refrigerator when they still have their skin on there, because they get ripe super, super fast. Kind of like a banana gets funky if you put it in the refrigerator with its skin on. Yeah, don't do that. So, oh, sorry. But this is banana. This is banana. See, I said banana now. This is peach overnight oats. So this is a third of a cup. Did I say California, Trish? I think I said New York. Pretty sure I said New York. I don't think I meant to say California. If I did, New York. But it's a third of a cup of old-fashioned oats. So remember, it has to be old-fashioned. And if you need to see how to make old-fashioned oats, you can go back to one of the previous chats, or we do have it in a couple of the hello, Debbie from Nelson County. We do have a couple of recipes for the overnight oats on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, but it's a third of a cup of old-fashioned oats to any container, and then we're going to add a third of a cup, or about, it's not quite half, it's about a third of a Premier Protein peach flavor. So if you haven't seen this yet, grab it. It's peaches and cream. I bought the last 4 that they had across the street at Food City. So if you're planning on going across the street to Food City on Kingston Pike, they don't have any more. I bought the last 4, but surely they will restock. So it was not quite a half of a container of the peaches and cream Premier Protein. A little squirt, like 2 pumps, not quite 2 pumps of, I use the Jordan Skinny Syrup, the vanilla, the sugar-free vanilla. So I used that. And I used a fourth of a cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt and mix that all together, and then cut up some of the peaches and put them on top. And I did put a teaspoon of chia seeds in there, but I'm gonna let this sit overnight, and then this is what I'm gonna have for breakfast tomorrow. And I will tell you, between the peaches and cream Premier Protein and the peaches that are in here, holy cow. And I'll tell you, okay, so Carol Lou and Lynn are talking about, or they're having us talking smack about overnight oats. I did not like overnight oats until I switched to the old-fashioned oats. When I made it with quick cook oats, it was nasty. I will agree with you on that. Okay, the next thing that we're going to make with our in-season peaches, we're going to make an super duper easy peach salsa. And so for the peach salsa, all you're going to do is you're just going to cut up some peaches. So, you know, if you find it easier like I do just to go ahead and cut the peach off of the pit, you can. Now these have been washed. You all know that I wash everything before I eat it. So you don't have, some people like to try and slice the pits out. The South Carolina peaches, the pit was, you know, kind of arguing with me, but kind of cut your peaches into chunks. They don't have to be small chunks, however you like your salsa. And peaches make an amazing and excellent salsa. They are best. It's best when you make it with seasonal peaches, but if you want to make it with you know, some canned peaches, you can, or some, you know, don't use frozen peaches, but it's best with seasonal peaches. So I'll cut up just a little bit more of this and then show you all what the rest is going to be. And yes, I am mixing kinds of peaches because I have cut these in half and we need to use them. So I'm going to be mixing peaches in this one. You don't have to mix peaches. You can just use one kind. But we need to go ahead and use this up. And this salsa is excellent on fish. It's excellent on chicken. If you've got enough spare points left for some tortilla chips or something like that, it's excellent on those. It is going to be just a little bit spicy, and I added just a little bit of extra spice to it because y'all know how much I love spicy things. Yeah, pretty sure this was a New York peach. This thing's just okay. Actually, I'm probably not even going to put it in the salsa because it's just, I don't know. I'll put this little chunk in there. I'm not impressed. Georgia and South Carolina, y'all still have my vote. Okay, so we'll put a little bit more of this in here. So what you want, you actually want to end up with at least a couple of peaches in here. So you want to have, you know, for the amount that I'm getting ready to put in here, you want to have at least two peaches chopped up for a can of, nope, this is going to argue with me now. Nothing like being on live and the peach arguing with you. So you want to have at least 2 peaches per can of Rotel. So to this, we're going to add a can of Rotel. And Rotel, and I'll show you what the can looks like here in just a second, but Rotel is literally just, it is literally just diced tomatoes, and they have different, you know, seasonings and spices in it. This one happens to be lime juice and cilantro. So Rotel is my favorite kind of chopped, you know, tomato thing that, you know, that there is. So you're just going to take this. So you're going to take the Rotel and you're going to dump it in with the peaches. And again, probably 2 full peaches would have been better than just 1 peach. But for demonstration purposes, we're just going to use what we have in here. Stir that together really well, and it's best if you let it sit at least overnight. And I'm going to add to that, yeah, this needs a whole nother peach in here, or almost a whole nother peach, but I'm going to add to that some cilantro, because cilantro with this is really good. And we got these cool little herb scissors. We just got these at Casey Kitchen Center, and I'm super excited about them. My mom used to have a pair of them, and I can't find them. So I don't know what happened to hers, but they are long gone. But these herb scissors, and we have them at CaseyKitchenCenter.com. And if you are here in Knoxville, you can stop by and pick up a pair. But these are so awesome because instead of trying to cut your herbs and slice your little fingers off, it has these, look at these cool little blades. So it has these multi-blades, see that? And it is cutting the cilantro into little shreds with its multi-scissor blades. So it's making nice little shreds out of them, out of the cilantro. So you don't have to try and, you know, dice it and, you know, throw it in there and, you know, just get all, you know, don't have to worry about slicing your fingers off while you're trying to slice your herbs. Okay, so I'm going to add some cilantro to that. And then I had already started another one. Yay, we're gonna have to hurry. So I had already started another batch of it so that I could add this to it. And you could stop right there. So you could just do like 2 peaches, two to 3 peaches, a can of the Rotel, the cilantro, and you don't need any sweetener. If you want a little bit of sweetener, you could use some monk fruit or you could use something like that. But the peaches, because this is peach season, they are going to be sweet enough that I don't add any additional sweetener. But what I had mixed up earlier is this, and hopefully you can see this. I also added, oh, there's one. Okay, so I also added, so this is 2 more peaches and another can of the Rotel that I had mixed together earlier and some cilantro, but I also added some fresh jalapenos, and so these are fresh jalapenos out of the garden. I just cut the stem off, that's all I did, and then I popped them in the air fryer for, let me think, how long did I put them in there? I put them on 360 and just kind of lightly roasted them. I mean, lightly, like the outside was not even brown. Maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and it more like steamed them from the inside, if that makes any sense. And then I just sliced them because John and I like things hot. We like things hot, so I went ahead and let all that kind of ruminate and sit together. But this is what it looks like with those jalapenos in there. You do not have to add jalapenos if you don't like things spicy. I know we've got a couple of people on here who really do not like super spicy things. Oh, hold on. Somebody said garlic and replace the cilantro. Ooh, yes. Okay, so Carol Lou's one of my people who does not like spicy things, and she is going to replace the Rotel because it is spicy. She's going to replace it with diced tomatoes with garlic, and because she doesn't like cilantro, she's going to put something else in there. Yeah, and Vicky says the spicier the better. Me too. Did you notice? Okay, okay, so John and I are going to be eating this, so it's okay for me to lick my fingers and stick them back in here. Okay? Okay? Did you notice I just touched one of the fresh jalapenos, licked my finger, and I'm good to go. Okay. So look how pretty that is. And I'll take a picture of it for you later, but if you'll let this sit at least overnight. I got John and I got us pork chops to put it on. So I love this on pork chops. If you've never had like a peach chutney or an apricot chutney on pork chops, if you have ever had it, yeah, so good. Okay, so that's the spicy one. So that is peach salsa. Super easy to make. You see that except for the jalapeno, it took us like 2 seconds to make all of that. Okay, I have to go grab one thing out of the refrigerator or the freezer for this next one. I will be right back. Okay, you can't go anywhere. This is going to take me just a second, but you cannot go anywhere, okay? So this next one is going to be a copycat version. And Dusty's over here going, he's licking his lips. I don't know if y'all can see him or not. But yeah, his liquor is going big time. But this is going to be a knockoff version of Chick-fil-A's peach. Hello, Susie. This is a knockoff version of Chick-fil-A's peach milkshake, which is out right now. So that's another seasonal thing. Okay, but ain't nobody got enough points for a Chick-fil-A peach milkshake. So what I'm going to do, this is 1 peach. And again, I'll leave the peel on, but this is 1 peach that I chopped up, and it's frozen. So you're going to use 1 frozen peach, and you're going to use about a half of the Premier Protein peaches and cream. Okay, so we're going to use about half of that, and you use the other half in your overnight oats that Carol Lou's not going to eat. Then you're going to put just a couple more slices of fresh peaches in there. Now the frozen peaches that I put in there were fresh peaches. And oh, and I forgot my whipped topping. Hold on. And then we're going to do, where is it? Oh, there it is. Then we're going to do 1, 2 scoops. And remember, your ice cream, a normal ice cream scoop is 1/4 cup. So this is 2 1/4 cup servings of Halo Top ice cream. So we've got 2 1/4 cup scoops of Halo Top Vanilla Bean. Yes, I do know that Halo Top has peach, and the peach is really good, but this is better without, this is better with the vanilla, because a true Chick-fil-A milkshake has more of a vanilla peach flavor. And then we're going to use a teeny tiny bit. So I'll just put in a swig of the Skinny Syrups vanilla, and we're going to put in a teeny tiny, the tiniest little bit of turmeric. I don't want it to taste like turmeric, but I want that color to be in there. And Marie says she loves the Enlightened brand better. They did not have any vanilla tonight, so my store did not have vanilla tonight. And we're going to put the lid on. I'm going to make just a little bit of noise, and I'll be right back. We might have to add some more of that Premier Protein, but let's see how it does. Uh-oh, did I plug in the wrong one? Yes, I did. Okie dokie. And then if you want this to be like a true, if you want this to be like, oh, my glasses over here. If you want this to be like a true Chick-fil-A peach milkshake, then you will add some peaches. You'll add some more peach bits to it, because Chick-fil-A always has some little tiny chunks of peach in there. I'm not going to take the time to do that tonight, but so here is my copycat version of a Chick-fil-A peach milkshake. Ooh, and Susie found a dairy-free Halo Top in peanut butter. That sounds good. Okay, hold on just a second. I forgot something. You can't have a copycat Chick-fil-A peach milkshake without a little bit of whipped cream, without a little bit of whipped topping. So how yummy is that? Have any of y'all ever had a Chick-fil-A peach milkshake? That's the only thing my dad used to eat from Chick-fil-A. He couldn't stand Chick-fil-A, but every year he would have me go get him a peach milkshake. Let's see how it tastes. Just like it. And I even accidentally have a little bit of peach, a little bit of chunks of peach in there. That makes me so happy. Okay, there you have it. So we have peach salsa. I'll be posting that recipe later this week. The copycat peach milkshake, the Chick-fil-A copycat peach milkshake, and the overnight oats, the peach overnight oats. And if you go ahead and go look on If You Have an Egg, so those will be posted later this week on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. And if you will go ahead and go look now on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, we already have the air fryer peach cobbler. Super easy, super fast. It is super easy to make, and you just use your air fryer. So, okay, it is about night time. So I'm going to go ahead and let you all go. If you are watching this later on YouTube, please go ahead and let that next video roll over. Why not? What else are you going to do? Some parts of the country, it's not 9 o'clock like it is here. So go ahead and let that next video roll over. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so down here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, and then click the little bell so you'll be notified when we add new videos. Or if you need to, if you want to go ahead and get some some of our merch, you can do that over on Spreadshirt. But you all have a great evening. I'm going to drink the rest of my knockoff milkshake, and I will see you next week. Have a great week. See you next time.